everyone, today I have the monthly vintage craft box from CoraCreaCrafts. This is September's box and I'm not sure when it'll go up, but I am super excited to get into this box. Coralie, the curator, has 3 different subscriptions on her channel, 1 monthly and 2 bi-monthly. And you can see that this month, for September, the theme is fairyworld. So this is going to be great for fall. I absolutely cannot wait to get into this box. I'm excited. I've seen what's in here and I can't wait to see it in person. The October theme you can get through October 26th, and the theme is celestial, and it looks like it has a bit of a zodiac vibe to it. I have not yet seen spoilers for each item, but only her mood board and color schemes for it as of recording, but definitely check the Instagram or on our website. She'll have pictures of every item that's coming in the box if you're interested, or don't check if you like to be surprised when you get subscription boxes. And I'll have all the themes in the description box down below as well, and I'll tell you some more for the upcoming months later. But as you know, I got a 3-month subscription, so I'm gonna get started. Look at this gorgeous mushroom tissue paper here. Occasionally you can skip, you just have to email her support team. You can't skip through the new website at this point in time. And I don't know how many months in a row you can skip, but I only needed to skip that 1 month. And I'm so glad I did, because I am going to absolutely love this fairy world, and I'm very excited for the celestial October theme as well. So that's why, if you were looking for that last month, I apologize that I ended up not getting that box. So here's our look, and I just love this mushroom tissue paper, all the washi. Of course I didn't when I knew I was getting the theme, I kind of chuckled when I saw all the washi tape in this, so we'll have to take these out and look, but I am just amazed at the first look of everything in here. You can see why I'm excited. This is the Woodland Fungi transparent tape. So it's a thinner pet tape, but you can either cut around, or you can just peel it right off. You can cut around the mushrooms, but look, it's vertical and it has all of these gorgeous mushrooms against a tree. This would look lovely on the side of any scene. Now this is the type of pet tape that doesn't stick to itself, but look how much we get. That's what I love about Coralie's. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever run out of this, but you can see this is filled with a bunch of really pretty mushrooms. I'm really excited to use this. This next washi tape is called the Enchanted World washi tape. Now, you do have to be really careful when you open it. I mean, we have plenty to use, but I didn't realize there was a little bit that was still stuck at the bottom. This is really sticky. You can see we've got a stag, a unicorn, a moon, an owl, a whole bunch of mythological and real creatures. There's a fairy at the very end. There's another fairy. We're not even repeating yet, but this is incredibly sticky. I do love that it is blue and white, or kind of like a creamish white. I think that could also be used in the winter as well. I can't wait to use this, although it does, I don't know why it's stickier. It might just be that it's a thicker tape. Width-wise, they are harder to peel off without breaking. Here we go. But there's some better designs. I'm really excited about this tape as well. I think Coralie did a fantastic job with it. All right, and then the set of 4 washi tape are called the Dream and Vines foiled tape set. So Dream and Vines. Here's the vines right here. I'm not going to peel these off, and we need to, just in interest of time, but you can see they're gold foiled with gorgeous, this is what, like a dark blue or purple? Oh gosh, out of my light it looks green. But in my light it might look purple to you guys. I can't really tell. There it looks purple, but if I take it out of the light it looks green. That's really cool. Maybe we will have to open up this one. But there's the vines, and then the dreams, of course, are these 2 different ones. We have green and purple here with the moons, and it looks like moon and sun. The suns or stars are kind of in a gold foil, and then there's little tiny stars around these crescent moons. Also have gold foil. Hopefully you're seeing the shimmer. Both of these are kind of coordinating together, just different colors. They're very pretty. And then we have this kind of a yellowy tan color with gold foiling. I guess it looks kind of more like a vine, but just really pretty gold foiling on the edge. This is going to look so beautiful in any journal page. I mean, I just can't wait to use these. All right, looking at them all three, it looks like this moon's crescent one is green, purple, and then we have a very dark blue for this vine foiled, I think. And that, just looking at them from the side, that's the best I can do with the three colors, but you can tell this is absolutely stunning. So I did open that one up because just trying to figure out the color. These will be a lot of fun to use. You know, I love gold foiling. I'm very happy with this so far. I kind of laughed when I saw how much washi tape I was getting in her box, because every month she usually doesn't have this much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's see what is next. But I love it, don't get me wrong. It looks like we've got the clear stamp set. Yes, these are just called the Fairyworld clear stamps, and just as they say, they're going to look like this. You have an acrylic block. It helps to apply the stamp and the ink to the page. But I do have that actually. There's some mushrooms here. We've got a beautiful fairy. Oh, I think that's it's a dragonfly. These are really pretty. I love this vine pattern. That really goes well with the vine washi tape. It's that one in there, the third one from the bottom. And this looks like these are going to be really nice. I haven't used stamps yet, but I'm definitely keeping these. I mean, anything with a dragonfly stamp in there. There are 2 clear sticker sheets this time, which is super exciting. I love these probably more than the pet tapes, more than the other stickers. You can see why. They're just gonna clearly stick to any page with no white borders around them. This is gorgeous. There's a dragonfly there. We've got a fairy, we've got a mushroom, a cottage, a gorgeous lit up little butterfly maybe. Maybe there's 2 of them. There's a unicorn down here. This is just absolutely stunning. And just to show you, it's also going to be great for fall, but they're just going to peel off and be clear around them. So this might be my favorite item in the box. I'm not sure. These are so pretty. There's a bird flying through that wreath. Oh my gosh, is that a lightning bug? Yes, so I think that might be some type of lightning bug or something. Maybe a moth too, hard to say. But a little bridge, rounded bridge over water. You can tell Fairyworld is just such an apt name for this. Let's take a look at the second one. We have some more fairies in here and a gnome, for those of you who like gnomes. This is really, really cool. Some ferns, more greenery, another unicorn. Some pretty fairies. All right, this is called the Fairy Trinkets, and it's like it's called tiny items for trinkets, but really, I mean, the umbrella is probably the height of some of the fairies on this side. So, I mean, I think it's really cool to have the little trinkets. I mean, there's like a dragonfly on top of a bottle. It's just really bottles with wings. There's a couple bottles with wings. I really like those. The umbrellas. I mean, look at this little chair that the fairy can sit in. This is really cool. Kind of like one of the almost like a Mother Goose type shoe house. I'm looking at this little fairy bag here and trying to see how it peels off. There's a type of sticker. It's got like a very thin white border around it, but I might not even, that might be fine. So these are fantastic. You know, obviously you can also ink the edges if you'd like, but this is a really cool sheet with fun little designs. And I think Coralie did an amazing job with these images as well. The last item is the Enchanted Backgrounds paper set. And you can tell this is going to be right up my alley. I mean, this looks like there's fireflies all in this forest. I mean, these look, oh my goodness. I was really looking forward to this one. It's like, you know, it's like a fairy wing or a butterfly, dragonfly wing. Looks so pretty. Got a little bit of gold in there and just half of the wing. There's so much you can do with these. You can get really creative with the forest scenes. I mean, this is right out of the stones in Outlander, if anybody's familiar with that, in Inverness. Obviously, they're staged there for the show. They're not there in real life. I think that's my understanding of it. But again, more fireflies, fairies. I actually have a Scotland theme box. And that month, the digital kit was an Outlander theme. I have not gotten that on the channel yet. Unfortunately, I really want to. But I might be able to save this paper actually for my Outlander theme items, because that would be perfect. This one, oh wow, just pretty greenery. I think there's 2 here, yep. And these are just kind of a little bit of a thicker paper, but nothing too thick at all to put in the journals. This will be great for backgrounds. Oh my goodness. All the mushrooms. This could be a lot of fun. Have something in the center maybe. Definitely getting some inspiration. Oh, I don't remember this one. You know, when people unbox them, sometimes you don't see every single paper. Wow, this is like a cloud. Could it even go? It might even be going this way. Not really entirely sure what that is. Maybe some type of just ferns, I guess. If anybody else has some ideas, maybe I'll see it differently when I'm editing or something, but I don't even know which way. I think it looks more natural this way. Anyway, it's very pretty, and ooh, it looks like some of these, yeah. This purple one here has some florals and just again some golds kind of sprinkled through. I think that's gorgeous. Oh wow. This one almost looks like kind of like a couple of dragonfly wings in here. This is just absolutely beautiful. It's like half wings, partial wings down here. Looks like almost like a painted glass type design. And we have something, well, there's couple left here. They're all sticking together. But this could be a kind of like a stormy sky maybe, or maybe even a green forest, and you could put a castle in here somewhere. I'm honestly, again, not sure which side is up. There's some gold designs in here that are very faint, but again, they almost have a leaf type pattern to them. Not even sure if they can be seen on camera. All right, and the last sheet is mushrooms with some sky and kind of a clearing, and then the canopy of the forest in the background. I really love this page. Let me know what you guys think of this box. This was September's box. You can get individual items on her website. I have a link down below. You would get 15% off of the shop, and I would get some bonus rewards points. That's the words I'm looking for. I'm always appreciative of rewards points. I don't think I have a favorite. I mean, I love everything in this box. I think though, if I had to choose, I would say probably the stickers or the paper set. I really love working with easy stickers that you can just easily peel off, and you know, even something that simple is already just there, and I don't have to cut around it. You know, even the little jagged edges, I don't have to do any fussy cutting. There's no white around them. I really appreciate when companies do this. I even prefer this to the stickers that are on the pet tapes. Really, these are easier to store and just easier to use all around. So I'm very much a fan of these. I know they're probably very expensive to cut, but I can't imagine they would be much more expensive than individual pre-cut stickers on a roll like this. I don't know, Coralie, if you or anybody who makes these are watching, let me know. And then of course, I love her designs for the trinkets. Super cute, very creative, original. You're not gonna find this on Temu. That's one thing I love about her designs. You know, unless they're stolen, hopefully not, you know, you're not gonna find anything like this anywhere else. And, oh, I just noticed this spoon it looks like an acorn at the top. It looks like this little acorn hat. That is adorable. I really love these. And of course the papers. I mean, I don't use inks or any stenciling for my backgrounds, so I really need to get my backgrounds from papers, which is one thing I struggle with from time to time, but not with Coralie's boxes. I mean, these are phenomenal. This whole box would also go very well if you got her Enchanted Forest box. I got the vintage monthly one a few years ago, and I feel like some of them, especially this washi tape, would go very well with her Enchanted Forest box. And there was another Enchanted box, I can't remember if it was the treasure box, the bi-monthly treasure, or the bi-monthly Curiosities box, I think, that had an Enchanted Forest type theme too. It might have been the treasure box, because they're more expensive, they're bi-monthly. I have yet to get a treasure box. And she also has the bi-monthly Curiosities box. And you've seen a couple of those on the channel, and they're a lot of fun too. So as I said, October's theme is celestial with some zodiac thrown in. There might be more spoilers if you're interested on the website or Instagram. And that's available through October 26th. I'm not sure when this is going to go up. Otherwise, these items and any items from future boxes will be available for individual sale on the website. And November's theme is going to be libraries. December is Poe and Gothic authors. Poe and Gothic authors. So think like Edgar Allan Poe. I'll be real curious to see the spoilers for that. Apparently that was the theme that was voted for. The customers get to vote for the December box, and this year she opened it up as well for the July box. So I definitely voted for that outer space theme. As you all know, I love that one. I did not vote for this Gothic author's theme, but I think it could be really cool. However, I'm not really into Gothic type crafting and things. Edgar Allan Poe is a fantastic poet, but beyond that, so I'll be curious to see what she does for that. I'll like to definitely look at the spoilers. And then of course in January, she actually has that on the website too, because she's awesome. January's theme is vintage fashion, which I think some of you might be interested in. So definitely check that out if you are interested in getting some items. And I just, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm blown away. Everything is so gorgeous, so pretty. And if you haven't already, give this video a like, a thumbs up. It helps me, it helps my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're still here in the premiere or otherwise, don't forget to hype the like. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.